Hey everyone, I'm Paul Matson with Kolpin Outdoors. Today we're going to do an installation of Kolpin's quick mount winch on Honda Pioneer 1000. Let's get started. Put the vehicle into park, turn the key off, and then remove it from the ignition. First we'll remove the bumper by taking out the fasteners that hold the plastic guard to the bumper frame. After the plastic guard is loose, we'll go in and remove the bottom fastener on each side and then the two upper fasteners on each side. We'll want to save these fasteners for reinstall later. Be ready to support the bumper as you're removing the fasteners. And then remove the bumper from the vehicle. We'll remove the hood next to gain access to the battery and cable routing. First, we'll want to remove the battery connections. Remove the black cable first, followed by the red positive. So next we'll prepare the winch for assembly into the bumper. We'll want to grab the Fairlead adapter from the kit, the steel roller assembly, the 3 M8 screws and 3 M8 lock nuts. We'll want to attach the roller Fairlead to the Fairlead adapter. And then we can temporarily align Fairlead to adapter with using the other bolt and then tighten down the middle fastener. Once that's tightened, we'll set this aside and then we'll bring in the winch into the bumper. We'll slide the winch assembly into the bumper frame as shown, and then we'll grab the upper fasteners from each side, the 2 uppers, and then we'll slide them into the holes as temporary alignment pins. With the bumper and winch assembly temporarily aligned, we'll install the roller Fairlead. We'll want to keep the warning decal up top. Align the bolt holes through the bumper, through the winch mount, and then we'll drop the M8 screws through the front, and then come around the backside and tighten with the lock nuts. Once these fasteners are hand tight, we'll come in and then torque them to specification. Once the Fairlead and mounting bracket are tightened, we'll want to route the synthetic rope and up through the roller Fairlead. Locate the free spool on the winch, disengage it to free spool, and then route the synthetic cable up through the Fairlead. Locate the rubber bumper, the winch clevis hook, and then the winch hand saver strap, and then we'll install that onto the synthetic rope. The recess will be facing outwards towards the winch hook. Snugly tighten the M6 screws. Install the clevis and hand saver strap onto the rope end. Use the pliers to bend the cotter key into position. Before we reinstall the bumper winch assembly back into the vehicle, we'll want to remove the temporary alignment bolts. Locate the red and black battery wires, and then we'll want to route those up through the front gear case area up behind the vertical frame tube and then out towards the left tire. Then we'll want to lift and position the bumper frame back into the vehicle. Once the bumper is back into the vehicle, we'll want to fasten it and secure it. Using the flat washers provided in the kit, install onto the upper OEM screws, and then loosely tighten the OEM screws into position. Once the upper screws are started, install the lower screw into the bumper. And then we can tighten the upper screws to specification along with the lower screw. We'll want to secure the plastic grill to the bumper again using the small N5 screws on each side. The red and black battery wires will route up behind the front control arm and then up along the reservoir coolant tank, and then there'll be an access window up through the top. Through the access hole, route the wires up towards the battery, but do not connect at this time. We'll follow up and then secure the routing with the plastic strap ties. Using two of the plastic ties, secure the red and black cables to the frame in the two locations. Once the mounting hole is drilled for the corded remote harness, route the harness through the hole and then down through the firewall. And then using the provided screws and washers, secure the socket into the dash. Snugly tighten the screws. From up behind the right wheel, locate the white connectors from the dash harness, and then route up along the upper shock mounting, and then down back along the radiator. Once the dash socket harness is routed up along the frame, locate the white connector on the winch contactor and then plug in the dash socket into that. Locate the vehicle's 12-volt accessory socket, disconnect the harness using the provided harness in the kit, connect back onto the socket. Connect the red wire from the dash socket harness into the vehicle accessory power harness. After the dash switch hole is cut out in your desired location, connect the dash switch harness, red wire to the middle terminal on the switch, connect the green wire to the out pin, connect the black wire to the in pin, and then route the wire harness down through the firewall along the same location as the dash socket. And then snap the switch into position. We'll connect both switches, the corded remote and the dash switch, together using the power accessory harness splitter. So we connected the splitter into the vehicle accessory power, into the dash socket for the corded remote, and then the harness lead for the dash rocker switch. And then we'll bundle that up along behind the dash. Locate the second connector off of the winch contactor harness, and then connect the white connector from the rocker switch together. This will connect both switches to the winch contactor. Secure the rocker switch harness up along the same path as corded remote using 3 plastic cable ties. We'll want to connect the red positive cable from the winch to the vehicle's red positive cable to the battery using the OEM fasteners. Then torque to specification. Lastly, connect the black negative cable from the winch along with the negative cable from the vehicle to the battery. Reinstall the front hood. Connect the corded switch remote to the socket harness. After the corded switch remote is connected, turn the key on and then check for proper winch operation. Out should be out, in will be in, and then check the rocker dash switch to out, in. For more information on Kolpin products and winches, visit kolpin.com.